Hello everyone, I'm Ed Park, Managing Director at ATMS Logistics. Today, we'll take a close look at what the import of record, consignee, and ultimate consignee mean in U.S. customs clearance and how they differ from each other. We will continue to upload in-depth video covering a variety of import-related topics. So please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Regarding the importer of records used in U.S. Customs clearance, if you click on the link to a previous video, you will find a more detailed explanation. To briefly summarize, in U.S. Customs clearance, the importer of record is not simply the importer who brings goods into the country. Instead, it refers to the entity registered with U.S. Customs that holds legal responsibility for the imported goods. The importer of records' main responsibilities include filing custom entries, classifying goods correctly under the Harmonized Tariff Schedule (HTS), and declaring accurate values, paying customs duties, taxes, and various fees. In other words, the importer records bear the legal duty to comply with all import regulations. Entities that can serve as import records include U.S. buyer or owner of the goods, a licensed customs broker holding a valid power of attorney. For more on power of attorney, please see our separated link video. In certain cases, a foreign company meeting specific requirements, in which case a U.S. agent is mandatory. It is important to remember any legal liability arising during customs clearance ultimately rests with the importer of records. Example, if a U.S. company imports electronics from Korea and clear customs through their own brokers, that U.S. company become the importer of record. Now, who is the ultimate consignee? The ultimate consignee is a company or individual in the U.S. that ultimately receives, uses, or sells the imported goods through the U.S. importer. You might think user means consumer, but U.S. Customs does not strictly separate the terms. An ultimate consignee can be the end consumer, but not all consumers are considered the ultimate consignee. Entity that can be the ultimate consignee include distributor, retailer, final consumer, or importer itself. The ultimate consignee role is to receive the goods at their final destination in the U.S. without having any legal responsibility toward customs. Example, if a U.S. coffee chain imports Korean coffee beans to use in its store, that coffee chain is the ultimate consignee. Okay, then what is a consignee? The consignee is the recipient listed on the bill of lading or airway bill for shipment. The key difference between ultimate consignee and consignee is ultimate consignee is a customs clearance term. Consignee is a transport logistic term. They can be the same entity, but they can also be different. Entities that can be consignee include a freight forwarder or bonded warehouse acting on behalf of the receiver, importer of records, ultimate consignee. Example, on the bill of lading, consignee might be a forwarder's bonded warehouse in the U.S., while the actual ultimate consignee, as in our earlier example, would be the coffee chain. Now that we covered the import of record, ultimate consignee and consignee, you might still find it a little confusing. To make it easier, we have prepared a comparison chart. This should help you see the difference more easily. Since we have already explained each role in detail, we won't repeat the full explanation here. Here are some practical tips worth remembering. First, keep documentation consistent. Customs compare the importer record, ultimate consignee, and consignee detail across importer records, commercial invoices, and shipping documents. So make sure they match or are logically connected. Second, confirm roles before shipment. Discuss with your customs broker and freight forwarder in advance to clearly define each party's role. Third, maintain supporting documents. Keep contracts, power of attorney, invoices, and other proof for each role. This ensures you can respond quickly if customs asks. Lastly, clarify the importer records for direct shipment. Decide in advance whether the seller or the buyer will be the importable record. This avoids confusion about taxes and legal responsibilities. Today, we looked in detail at what the importer records, consignee, and ultimate consignees are in U.S. customs clearance and how they differ. We will continue to upload in-depth video on various import-related topics, so please like, subscribe, and turn on notification. If you have any questions or need assistance, please contact us on any time at the email shown on the screen. We'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Wishing you a wonderful day.